Hello and welcome to a Praat tutorial. I'm going to show you how to annotate with a script. I'm going to show you how to extract vowels, how to calculate pitch and duration of certain vowels. So first thing you'll need to have is Praat. Praat is a program very useful for speech analysis and recording. You can download it from the fun.hum.uva.nl Praat download for Windows. I'm currently downloading Praat for Windows. You can just click on the 64-bit edition if you have a 64-bit system, and just extract Praat to wherever you want to. My Praat is on the desktop right now. So I have it opened with a double click, of course, and here it is. What we're going to do is concerning the folder lines. In this folder, there are various kinds of files. One of the files is the text file, then another file type is MP3, and another file type is script. Then we have prosdpro, which we won't get to in this tutorial, but these are the files that we will be working with today, and especially the annotation script. So I'm going to now open Praat and click on Praat, open Praat script, and it's going to open a folder for me. In this case, it already opened lines, but if it doesn't, you can click on desktop and find your the file or the folder in the directory in which you saved it. So we have lines here, and I'm going to open the annotation script. Clicking on it, this script is quite long. We won't go into details about it. It's written by Kyuchil Yoon, so we have to give credit to this person. Thank you. And the last modification was done by Pauline Welby. It is a script that automatizes a text grid creation. Basically, with this script, you create beautiful text grids just by inserting certain text into text files, and we shall see that in a second. So what we need to do now is click on Run, and a new window will pop up. This window is very important, and in this window we will insert the name of the text file. So for example, if you have an experiment in which you want to have your participants read certain sentences, I'm giving you an example of the sentences I made. Imagine that your participants are reading, this is a red line, this is a blue line, this is a yellow line, this is a gray line, and so on. It can be any text, but it has to be divided by enter. So for example, you can have a conversation like, oh yes, movie is on now, and then you can have a reply, it's quite good, or something like that. Whichever text you want to have in your experiment, but for now I'm going to stick with these 4 sentences. So this is the text file that Praat is going to read out of this script. So I clicked on Run, and it is now in this folder, or that is in this window, sentences. Then there is another file that is going to read. Praat is going to read sound file.txt. Sound files are the names of the sound files you have. Make sure to have an extension here, such as MP3. My files are currently in the MP3. They can be in WAV as well. It doesn't really matter. And here they are in the same directory. What I need to do and what I want to do now is go back to the script, and I want to create a new text grid. I want to annotate. I want to make sure that I have the text and annotation. I want to create a new tier. This new tier is going to be called words. So I just want to have words for now in my text grid, and the tier number will be number 1. That's the only tier I want to have for now. The directory, I have all the files in the same directory. So what I did was go to my directory, for example, which is here, click right above here and copy this into the list directory. And here it is, as simple as that. I suggest that you have all your files in the same directory if it's easier for you. So now we're ready to create a text grid, and we're going to click OK. Now, Praat read 4 sentences and they're matching sound files. I'm satisfied with that. I want to continue, and it says new text grids will be created. Yes, I want to continue that. That's great. The phonetic font is not available. That's not important right now for me. And here it is. I have 2 windows. One is this small window here that says pause or stop or continue. So I'm going to pause for a minute, and I'm going to move to the text grid which is right here. So it created the text grid automatically out of the text I had written in sentences. You see, this is the first one. This is a red line. Each space between a word is a boundary, and everything else is simply written within the boundary, or within these interval tiers. So now the next step is for you to listen to the file. For example, I assume this should be this, and then I'm just going to move this blue line or to this point, and this should be the word this. If I listen to it by clicking on the number on the duration right here, okay. Once again, let's say I have it, I'm satisfied with it, and I move on. Now I just want to move on or continue with this is, for example, red file, something like this, I assume should be okay. And here it is. I'm satisfied with my annotation for now. I can listen to each one of these, and you see, if I want to have the duration of a line, I can write it down on some piece of paper on it or in a spreadsheet. It's 0.43 seconds. Okay, now I'm satisfied with this. What I'm going to do is, oops, I need to find a smaller window. Okay, here it is. I'm going to click on OK. That is continue. And you can do this with all of your files. Now I have a blue line, for example. I'm just going to change line. I don't want to take too much time in this tutorial to change everything. You should do that on your own. Okay, I'm happy. Okay, let's see, yellow line. Yeah, I'm not quite sure right now because I'm not listening to the files actually, but this should be good. Green line as well. Okay, I'm not sure, it doesn't matter, like here. Okay, and I am going to click continue, and there it is. I have it. Where are the documents? What did I do? Now go to your directory, and here they are. You have the text grids. You created text grids, which are the fundamentals, or just the core that you need for continuing this process of extracting vowels and extracting duration, pitch. The next step for us is to create a phone tier. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open a Praat script again, and I will open the same annotation script. It's going to say, okay, it's already open. Here it is. I'm going to click on run again, and this time I'm going to change the text file into phones, because my text file here is called phones. And here it is, the phones text file, which you need includes individual phonemes separated by a space. And this is what I'm pronouncing actually. If you don't need as many phonemes or phones, you don't have to have them. You can just have a line if you want to. That's completely up to you, depending on what you need. So I have this text document, this text file. The input text file is phones. The input sound file is the same, so I want the same sound files. I don't need to create new text grid, so I won't click on it. I need to create a new tier, which is going to be called phone tier, or maybe phones, even better. Yeah, let's be phones. And at tier number 2, it's going to be called phones, and it will be tier number 2. It's in the same directory on same text grids because it will override the existing text grids. And I can click on continue. Okay, it's reading off well. And here it is. Yeah, exactly like we wanted. I'm now, for example, I might be interested in how they produce line in phoneme. Then I'm going to click on continue, do the same very quickly for this one. Okay, and then I'm going to click on continue. And there are 2 more to go through. Okay, let's say this one is long, for example, just arbitrarily. Okay, continue. And this one can be the shortest, let's say. Okay, continue. Okay, now I have the text grids with both tiers, word tier and a phone tier, and I have finished my annotation. I'm really, really happy. The next step for me is to calculate the duration of certain vowels or all vowels or anything basically anything you have in the file, in the text grid actually. So I'm going to open Praat script, and this time I'm going to open the vowel duration script. Let's say that I'm interested in vowel duration. What I'm going to do here is run this script, which is a property of Lisa Lipani and Joy Stanley. I want to thank them for providing this script. And you can obtain it from Dr. Joy Stanley's website. The directory in this case will be a little bit different. It's going to be the same actually directory, but only with slashes instead of backslashes. So pay attention to that part. The name of the results file will be just results. So I'm going to create a new file where I will put all the durations in. It's going to be called results text file. And I am going to define where our tiers are. Phone tier is the tier number 2. So there I have it, very important. My regular expression is vowels. So I want to create a variable called vowels, and I want to define it as all of these vowels. You can insert more vowels, the vowels that you have in your language or in the language in question, and so on and so forth. So it's fairly easy to do that just by inserting it. We won't go through the rest. It's pretty concise and sweet, this script, but we will read it. We will just run it right now, and it should append into the results file the phones and the durations and their midpoints. The duration is the end minus start of the label, and midpoint is end minus duration divided by 2. Because we don't know when the script has ended, at the end of the script, the authors have added something very neat. It says your script has finished running, and when I run it, it will inform me of that. So it has informed me of finishing. Now I have the text grids again here and string lists. I don't need that right now. What I need to do is go to my directory or the folder which I'm interested in and where I store everything. Here is the results file, is the file that has been created with this script. And now I have the durations, and now I have midpoints even. So it's quite neat and a handy way, a very nice way of calculating, for example, the duration of I by each participant, or for each participant that you have in your study. And we have it. We have the durations of the vowels. We are very happy. Cool. Excellent. In the file results. The next thing we're going to do is perhaps you can also, if you want to make it simpler, and if you just need a the vowel duration of the that is the duration of the vowels I, then you're going to do that. You're going to delete all of these vowels here and just click on A, I, or I, a diphthong, and run it. It will run the selection and give you just those four, those two, or the duration of this diphthong. Let's see in the results file. Okay, going down. It also calculated the I because it has a reading of I, but you can delete that easily. It's not a big deal. You still have I separately over there. And that's it. That's basically the vowel duration calculation. I don't want to save this. You can also you can do the same with words. Just you need to be careful how you define words. The next thing we're going to do is open up a new Praat script. This Praat script is pitch extraction script. For the pitch extraction, we want to calculate or measure pitch at certain points. This script is provided by Dr. Christian DiCanio, and it's a very nice script. It's writing the results also in a text file, but I'm going to run it and a new window will pop up. For some reason, my directories has already been defined, so I didn't need to, because I think that this script is in the same directory where I have all my files, so I don't need to write anything here. I have to write the object's name. So what I want to measure, my object's name is red line, for example. I want to measure that one. For this script, you will have to go one step at a time. So each file will need to be measured separately. Then the log file will be pitch results. So I want to have a new text file where I will, which will be called pitch results, and where all the results from the script will be inserted into. So the label tier number will be number 1, and analysis points time step, record with precision. All of this is cool. You can set, all of this is good. You can set minimum and maximum pitch. For me, I have a very low pitch. We will put 50 for some female speakers. You can put 100 or 80 to 500 hertz. It's up to you. Okay, I'm going to click OK, and it ended. Here are the results, pitch results, and we have a pitch at certain points for the word this, for the word is, for the word red line for each individual word. You can do this for each individual phone if you want to, and we will do that next. So if imagine that you need a word line and the mean pitch of this word, it's very easy to calculate the average of these values or to extract them or to just insert this into our studio, into Excel or any program that you're using. So we have pitch results. I want to, for example, run tier number 2. Let's see what I will get with it. Again, in the same object, and here it is. So I have add cap I is a red line, so on and so forth. For example, I'm interested in I diphthong, and I have my pitch here expressed in hertz. Very neat. Okay, we're happy. We now have pitch. So the last thing I want to show to you is how to install Vocal Toolkit. You're going to do Vocal Toolkit for Praat. You can just click on this Praat Vocal Toolkit, and you can click on download and install. Just follow these instructions. It's very, very easy and very simple. Once you have it installed, it will show you. So I want to maybe remove all of this and open up some sound file, such as a red line, for example. Okay, it will show you Vocal Toolkit copy. You can do all sorts of things with Vocal Toolkit. One of the things that you can do is extract vowels if you want to. I'm going to click on extract vowels. I'm going to click on create text grid, click OK, and it's going to now extract these 6 vowels. As you can see, they are vowels, and I think this is a pretty, if the sound file or if the recording is good, then it's going to do a good job with extracting these. You can also extract pitch. Here it is, and modify, investigate, get the minimum, get the maximum, and so on of this pitch. You can do a smoothing, I think. Yeah, smooth a little bit. Okay, and you can see how it looks like now. Okay, here's my pitch of the sentence. This is a red line. Great. Okay, we have covered a lot. Thank you for watching. I will try to give you and provide all of the necessary links. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you very much, and see you very, very soon.